What's up, guys? Welcome to the Comedy Pop-Up Podcast. I am your host, Sean Grant, and on the sound is my man, Alex. And today we have an amazing cast of guests, man. We really shout out to Nick Gant for booking these guys because, geez, man, I've been doing this for a little while, and I'm really excited about today's show. Our first guest, we got three dope ones, man. Our first one is she's been on Girl Code, Wildin' Out. She's the host of the popular podcast Ku and the Gang. And she hosted the 2019 AVN Awards featuring Cardi B, which is going to air this month on Showtime. Get up for Esther Ku, y'all. Clap it up for
What up,
Esther
Sean?
Ku. Yeah.
She hasn't released an episode of Ku in the Game in 5 months.
Is that right? Oh, well, we're gonna talk about that because that's a problem, man. I really like that show. But this next
I'm
dude,
looking
man,
for an intern, assistant.
The next guy, man, the guy you just heard, man, he's from Comedy Central. You've seen him on Comedy Central's Roast of William Shatner. He's an acclaimed radio personality from WMMS in Cleveland, and his album, A White Guy Named Chad, is streaming everywhere. My man, Chad Zumock. Y'all
Fuck
got
yes.
Chad Zumock. Yeah.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
The
last
B,
but
the
not
B is
least.
silent in your name, Zumock.
Zumock. No, there's no B.
She's
silent.
She's
It's like plumber.
It's Zumock. She's a
I was gonna say, yeah.
I'm a dick. Go
she's a
ahead.
complete asshole.
It's a Debik, right?
Right. And last but not least, man, this is my guy, man, originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's been on MTV, Lifetime, VH1, and TMZ. And he's the creative director of the company, a company called Comic Cure. Clap it up for my man, Richy Leis, man. Yeah.
What's up, Richie?
Hey, there's no B in my name.
Right. I think it's, were you making fun of my voice? Or is
No. It's
Is
an
there-
inside joke.
Oh, good. Yeah,
and
we
I
love
continued
those.
it without knowing.
Yeah, let's make sure we
I'm
get some
bringing
more
you
of those.
inside.
I want all inside jokes so that nobody knows what we're laughing at in here. That's dope, man. Thank you guys for being here. So you're from Philly, but you started in Boca, you started in New York, you started in Cleveland. Is that right?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
all the this is. Did you start in New York?
Boston.
You started your first comedy set in Boston.
Yeah.
What got you guys respectively?
And I started in Philly. And
You
then
started
I went
no comedy
Yeah, it was
Philly?
awful for 4 years. And then I went to
and then you went to Boca.
Florida, yeah.
Nice. Okay, so wait, were you in the musical realm of entertainment?
I was doing some work with bands.
Yeah.
And then I was working with athletes.
God, yeah.
And then I started working with John the Stutterer from the Howard Stern Show.
Oh, right.
Just as liaison because he had a debilitating
So you
stutter.
worked with the handicap.
Yeah.
Actually, I went to school for elementary special education.
Yeah.
So it like worked out perfectly.
You were his comedy coach.
Yeah, I wasn't even into comedy. Howard Stern Show got me into comedy.
Nice.
Because we used to go up there and I met Reverend Bob Levy.
Yeah.
And that's how I got into comedy. I started doing shows with them.
Dang, what drew you to comedy, Cool? Like,
She worked at. She sold staplers, right?
Oh,
Well, I sold pens at
Oh.
Staples.
only pens? Like you
Yeah.
wouldn't sell none of the other. You wouldn't sell a folder, nothing.
No, the pen company hired me to like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I
it
had
worked
all
like
the
that.
pens. I had like Sharpie,
I love a good pen.
Papermate,
I love
Uniball.
What?
the roller pens. Those are awesome.
Uniball.
Yeah, those are great.
Yeah, I was there when the Jetstream came out and the 207.
What about
Oh
the
my
soft
goodness.
touch? The soft touch.
Is that Pentel?
I don't know. It's the one where it feels just so soft in your hands.
Oh yeah, yeah, we had some of those grips.
I love a
Dr.
good
Grip.
pen, yeah.
Uniball had a Dr. Grip.
Yeah. And when you get to a certain age, you start to appreciate a good pen, man.
Yeah,
like a
pens changed my
smooth-
life from pencil to pen. I didn't want to write anything until
Yeah.
pen.
I don't like the ones that they
Yeah,
skip. when
getting
you-
a good pen will inspire you to write more material.
Exactly.
You know,
man.
because you're like, I just want to use this pen. I feel like this
I
is
love it.
a luxurious
Here's my
pen.
favorite pen.
What's your
Oh, vape
favorite
pen.
pen?
Vape pen.
I still write with a feather.
Yeah.
But
You
these,
dip
like,
it in the ink.
these are so good and trusty.
Oh, the Bic pens?
Yeah, the
Bic.
big round stick.
You know what? Like,
I mean, it's a good.
I worked for
cheap
Papermate, so
pen.
these were the competitor. So
Oh.
whenever we would like stay in a hotel with big pens, we'd like all throw them out, like we were in a cult,
It was like
and
that.
be like, we're gonna replace them with Papermate.
That's
Yeah,
wild,
it was
man.
hardcore.
She had a company car, and she got severance. And when she got severance, she went to New York and just played comedian, right?
Yeah, I know. My first 6 months in New York were
Yeah.
like, I felt like I was already a full-time comedian
Oh, that's
because
great.
I was collecting severance and
Wow.
unemployment, so I didn't have to work. I just did shows
And you had
nonstop.
all the pens you could ever.
Right.
Yeah, and I made friends with all the comedians because I was like, "You want pens?" And they would just raid my
Yeah.
car.
Did you ever steal pens?
I didn't have to. They just give you like part of my job is to give out samples of pens.
I want that job.
Yeah, that was like the most
Make a lot of
ideal,
friends like that.
ideal like day job for a comedian ever.
Yeah. Absolutely.
They should Bic or one of these companies. Who did you work for?
For Sanford.
Sanford.
Sharper.
They
Sharpie.
should
Fred Sanford?
sponsor comedians and just. Right?
Red
Don't you think
Fox.
that anyone should sponsor a comedian? It should be a pen company.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
That makes absolute sense. Now,
Yeah.
Make sure. Wait,
My favorite pen,
Yeah.
William.
William Penn. Got it. All right. Calm down, everybody. All right. Little puns in
Philadelphia
here. I
humor.
love it, man. I love it. And so, Chad, did you start in radio first, or were you in stand-up and that got you into radio?
I started stand up in Los Angeles in 2005.
Right. Okay.
And I got hot real quick, and I was getting
Yeah.
on all the good shows.
Yeah.
And Sarah Silverman took me out, and I only had like 7 minutes, and I got
Oh,
scared.
dang.
I'm like, dude, I'm about to be exposed. So
Right.
I ran home to get better.
Yeah,
And I'd come
that's
out to LA every
genius.
6 months, just, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
And, so I was just doing the work, like figuring it out. 'Cause I
Right.
just had the 7 minutes, and
Yeah.
I was getting shit, and I knew I didn't deserve it.
Wow. No, I mean you deserved it, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just to build that. That was a really smart move. A lot of guys don't do that.
Yeah,
man.
so one time I was opening for Daniel Tosh in my hometown, and there was a program director for a local radio station there. He saw me, he wanted
Oh my
to
goodness.
see if I was interested in being co-host of this radio show. So I got a really nice paying radio gig for like 3.5 years. So I couldn't turn it down. It was great
Dude.
money.
You got a great voice.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yes.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. It was like the morning drive, or
It was afternoon drive, but it was
Afternoon drive.
like the #1 show. And
Oh,
like,
it's so much better to be afternoon than morning. You
Wow.
don't have to
How'd
wake
you get
up.
that?
I just explained it, Esther.
fucking idiot. So literally the whole story, the entire story is what he just said.
You should smoke some pot before you do this.
Man.
Well, what made the show so popular is because
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal, he played with the Cleveland Cavaliers for 1 year.
Yeah.
And he would drive from practice home, and he would listen to the show. So one day he just came to the show, and he would hang
my
out.
God.
So that next thing you know, we're getting all these like celebrities coming in.
Yeah.
All
So-
you need is one Shack.
Yeah, one Shaq. He was like third mic for a show, and we just hung with Shaq. So
Yeah.
That's
It was
awesome.
pretty cool. Yeah,
Would have been better if you had Shaq and Kobe, but
yeah.
Well, LeBron was there at that time too, right? That was when they were giving that last team before he moved to Miami.
That was the last. Yeah, that's before the decision in 2010, I think.
I love
Yeah.
how you rep Cleveland. I went through your Instagram. You rep Cleveland pretty hard, man. Like
Yeah, it's
in
pretty
every
obnoxious.
event.
Yeah, it's like I gotta grow up.
Oh man, I love it, dude. Did you play sports in like college or high school or anything like that?
I
Any
played
specific-
soccer, baseball, and basketball. I got cut from baseball my senior year, but basketball was my #1 love. I loved
Yeah.
it, but it was the
that's mine.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But I-
me too, man.
Oh yeah,
Give it the high
cool.
five, too.
You're not good, cool, but yeah, she plays. You gotta check her Instagram out too.
Do you play
She's-
basketball?
All the time.
Really?
She's horrible.
By myself.
Do you wear your Madonna gloves too?
Yo, go to her Instagram. She's shooting, but bricks.
Her
like,
Punky Brewster gloves.
Wasn't that the Jordan saying? Must be the gloves.
Was it
Isn't
the
that-
glove? The shoes. But yeah, close enough, man. Heck yeah.
No, but
That's
who,
Michael Jackson
That was that.
Oh,
when he was fingering little boys.
MJ is MJ,
Yikes.
right?
allegedly.
Allegedly. Come on.
I didn't
cool out.
see Finding Neverland.
Is it?
I didn't see it yet.
It was hilarious.
Very inspirational
Right.
documentary.
It's a bunch of one-liners, right?
Right. Yeah.
You've seen one R. Kelly, Surviving R. Kelly. You've seen them all.
Yeah,
Right.
I saw the hip opera, so I survived R. Kelly.
Wait, was that? Oh, is that the one with him and Brandy or something like that?
The hip opera is where he's narrating the
Oh.
opera for like 15 hours.
Oh, okay. So not the closet stuff, not the trapped in the closet.
No,
Oh.
it was awful.
We're doing deep cuts now.
Yeah.
R. Kelly deep cuts. All right, that's we went there.
I wish I was born in the 50s and died in 2013 before all this shit came out, because I don't want to know any of it.
Oh yeah.
Like, everyone got exposed. All my
Yeah.
idols, Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson. Everyone's a piece of shit. I just want to die.
Who
and
do you
not
guys
know
think
this.
is next?
Ooh.
Bronson Pinchot
Who's that?
from my
Balky?
cousin Larry.
Balky from
Yeah.
Perfect Stranger.
Balky Bartakovich?
We haven't
Damn.
heard from him in forever. It's got to be.
He needs a
gotta be.
comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scott Baio, he's going down.
Chachi.
Chachi's going down.
We need more female sexual predators.
Oh yeah.
There are, but guys don't really.
Yeah, we don't call
It's
him
kind of
out.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's embarrassing that you had sex with them, or that they tried to have sex with you.
No, I think just guys.
To
I
come out
think
as a
it's-
victim.
Oh.
Like, this girl
Women-
molested me when I was being babysat.
Yeah,
Oh.
but plus it's like it's less like a guy really is like, well, she did molest me, but at least I got off. You know, a
Right,
guy,
right,
it's
right.
it's way different for a guy.
I think it's a little guys. You got to be a little bit more participatory.
Yeah,
in
I
your
think that
own-
when
But if it's
as a
somebody that you're
guy.
not attracted to, like if you were like 10 and your babysitter like started
Oh,
molesting
yikes.
you,
Oh, we're
Yeah.
going there.
but you're
Got it.
not attracted to
Sure.
her, would you, be mad, or would you be like, this is cool?
I mean, I think when you realize later that you're so fucking fucked in the head from getting it, that's when you're like, wait a second, you know what? It repressed me getting raped by my babysitter.
I knew we would go here, so let me make sure before we go too far down this abyss. Let me make sure I talk about some
Wait,
positive
I just need to
shit.
say I was raped.
Because I was like, this is comedy pop up, y'all, not psychology.
I'm not making light of it.
We're not,
bring down.
just not
goddammit.
Dr. Phil.
No, I
Even though
love
you
y'all.
stole his outfit.
We
Rich.
can go there. We can go there. But before
I'm actually
we
going
do,
to grow the hair around just so for Halloween.
I want to get deep, dark, and nasty, but I swear we will. But let me real quick, Richie, you started the Comic Cure company,
Yep.
and you do philanthropic work through comedy, right?
Yeah, so our business is partially dedicated to our community and nonprofits. So right now we're
Right.
currently working with 250 nonprofits nationwide.
Good.
And our specialty is placing comedians that match those nonprofits to host their galas and stuff like that.
Oh, beautiful.
So someone with cancer would host, someone a cancer foundation.
Right,
or,
right.
we have military vets that are also comedians that do a show
of
we
those.
called United We Stand Up. And that's
Absolutely.
nationwide.
Wonderful, man.
Boo.
I was
And
going to
Sean,
say,
you were in our.
I knew it.
Let's go back to rape.
I knew it, yeah. Right, because I didn't want to transition once we were too deep
You
into
did
it.
one of our shows, Black Lives Matters.
Oh yeah, that was
an awesome
great.
show.
I did a show with David Keckner. Like he was, I forget the company. So what it is the company will attach themselves to it, or the foundation of the nonprofit, and they bring people from that. Like they kind of help with the crowd, or like
So,
it's a corporate.
yeah, it's
gig.
there. They're fundraising.
It's a
They-
corporate-
Yeah.
right.
So we match so that we can best. So we did like, we just had Kate Flannery do something.
Yeah, you have great
and-
comics on
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Like, what do you think in a comic feeds to that corporate type of?
Well, it's not necessarily
gig, like-
corporate. It's we specifically go with people who've had something
Oh,
that
got it.
relates. So like a women's and children's shelter will have someone who is like a single mom and also a comedian.
Right. Okay.
And the companies pick who they want.
Oh, that's
Really, we just are the ones who that
You
they can
present
talk
the
to.
comedians.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
They literally just go through our database of the people who say like I've got a background in cancer or
Nice.
or leukemia or
Nice.
Lou Gehrig's disease, and these are the comics that have signed up to say, hey,
Who
that
has Lou
personally affects-
Gehrig's disease anymore?
Well, my uncle actually personally died from Lou Gehrig's
Are you
disease.
serious?
Yeah.
I just never hear
Yeah.
it.
Way to
It's a
go there,
Is
crazy
that a
Chad.
type of cancer, or what is Lou Gehrig's disease?
It's a debilitating, so it's a neurological thing where your body just shuts down.
Yikes.
And so my uncle went from 6'4",
Holy shit.
330 pounds to a year. He was under 80 pounds, living off a computer, and then died.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he's the one who introduced me to the Howard Stern show when I was 8 years old.
All right. So it was a happy.
Yeah.
All right.
I got to
You were
tell Howard
8.
Stern that. I know.
You grew up a little perverted then, because
this uncle
Howard's
used to,
like
like-
always talking about like
Oh yeah,
tits and
my
ass.
first episode was hearing the girl get off on the speaker.
Yeah.
It's like a classic episode.
It's in the movie.
Yeah, it's in the movie.
Yeah.
So that was a huge. I mean, my uncle was a huge influence on.
Here's my
Love it,
connection.
man.
Besides the fact I'm probably going to die from Lou Gehrig's disease, I actually
I
got
hate baseball.
I actually got inspired for comedy through
Yeah.
Howard Stern because I was an Artie Lang fan. I was a
Yeah.
huge Artie fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I loved all his stories, and I was like, I want to do that. Like he would go away for a
Yeah.
weekend and have these crazy stories.
And
Yeah.
you can hear his voice so well when you think about it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I love. Yeah, and so come full circle. I opened for Artie, and I got to be friends with him.
Oh my
and
God.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. Like
a
that
great
show
story.
when
Yeah.
it was on terrestrial radio was the biggest show in the world.
Yeah.
Biggest show.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, are we in a place? Because I know with you two, like you guys get a lot of internet trolls and like with stuff that. Is it hard for like an Artie Lang or even I guess Joey Coco is kind of a, but like guys who are in your face or comics that are like edgy. Are we losing track of that type of comedian, or is it harder to defend your? Do you have to defend it? Like
Kevin
What's
Brennan?
it like? Yeah. Oh yeah. I was gonna get into all of that. I was trying to lead in. You know what I mean?
Who's
But,
Kevin Brennan?
Right. We'll get there.
Kevin Brennan.
You got beat up by Gary Gulman the other day, right? Like he whooped his ass because I'm piecing it together. I'm doing some
Kevin
research.
Brennan lost to Dave Chappelle on Star Search like in 1982.
That's why I should have known him.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
You don't remember that?
I thought that. Wait. I thought that was the Michael Bublé episode.
Oh my god.
He was on Battle of the Network Stars. You might remember him.
So he's like a shock comment. Like what got him in a fight with Gary Gulman? What was that? He was trolling him.
So this is recent.
Yeah, this just happened.
Okay.
Last week.
Flashing news.
Yeah, like Gary Gulman beat
No,
him up
Kevin
and threw him
Brennan is
downstairs.
this hilarious comedian
Right.
who like had an HBO special when like all the big comics got an HBO special, and he was
Right.
supposed to make it huge.
He was on Letterman when Letterman was at 12:30.
Yeah, like
Ooh,
he had all
yeah.
these big breaks, and then just something happened.
Fizzled out.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he came back angry and bitter
Oh.
and started calling out show business and his brother. And
So he just
everybody.
doesn't give a
So
fuck
recently
anymore.
he
Oh.
came back and he was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm calling
No,
everyone
he's
out.
always been around. It's not
Okay.
like he came back.
No, I meant like his career came back because you said he like just fizzled out.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like the technology and the internet came and Kevin Brennan disappeared.
Okay,
He
so-
never embraced
MySpace
Social
came
media.
and he was still friends.
I
with him.
see.
technology ruined his.
That's how it goes.
Wow.
Yeah.
But then he went on Opie and it was like Opie and Anthony or Opie and Jim at the time because Anthony got fired, and he just started calling everybody out, and everyone just started going crazy like you're not supposed to do that.
Right.
And then
But
he
it's hilarious
Yeah.
because you're not supposed to do it, so
Sure.
it's so funny,
Yeah.
and he's really funny.
Yeah, because you got in trouble with the Asian community, right? Or the Korean specifically? Or was it
Asians.
the overall Asian community because
Yeah.
Includes Filipinos?
But it's only Asian Americans in America because I just went to Asia last year, and they were cool with me.
Right.
You know, they don't even
Yeah.
know the drama.
What did you
Right.
say? You said something derogatory.
Like Asian men aren't shit or something like that. Like
I was
you were-
just like making a joke, like Asian men are gonna go extinct because Asian women are going out with white guys and black guys.
right.
You know,
yeah.
and they got their panties all in a bunch. Meanwhile,
Right.
like look at China, they killed millions of Chinese girls. It's like
Right.
one Chinese girl can't make a joke. I mean, I'm not
Straight up.
Chinese, but whatever.
I was gonna
you
say
get it.
you're
Wait,
offensive.
you're not Chinese?
You
totally
just
look
offended
Chinese.
me. You're Korean. Show
I know.
respect.
I'm like
self-hating.
I'm like the Chinese girl that got aborted, you know,
Oh.
or given up for adoption in an orphanage/grave,
What is your full nationality?
you know. And I'm here to haunt all the Asians who like,
Have you ever seen Kim's Convenience?
oh, on Netflix.
Yeah, you should totally be on that show.
Oh yeah, it's that Canadian show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that show.
Are you
It's
related
funny.
to Steve Byrne?
He's my son.
Oh my goodness.
I'm still trying to get a part in Sullivan and Son.
Yeah. Oh, I got canceled. Oh,
Yeah. So anyway,
Or it's like
so
to call it not Cheers.
this is hilarious because most people don't know who Kevin Brennan is, and I
Yeah.
think it's so funny when I bring up his name. People are always like,
I love
who's
when
that?
someone says someone I don't know, especially a comedian, because I love watching.
Oh, you really don't know him?
No, I really don't.
Oh,
And I
okay.
love seeing
I've
stuff
heard
that's
the
great.
name.
You know Neil Brennan?
Yeah.
That's his brother.
Oh, no, wait. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
his
okay.
older brother.
Well, no,
Really?
Kevin's the older
So
brother.
I've never heard
Kevin's the
of
other.
Kevin, but I
Yeah,
I obviously
he's
haven't heard
turning
of him.
50 soon.
Kevin is turning 50 soon. Oh, so Neil's not 50? What? Oh, that's good.
I can't say
That's
anything
Kevin's joke.
Yeah. I can't say anything bad about Neil because he thinks I talk shit about him and I don't. So I like every time Neil comes up, I don't have any problem with Neil Brennan. Just-
Right, good.
So Kevin said something about Gary, and then also
No,
approached him
Kevin's
physically?
been doing an impression of Gary on his show Burning Bridges.
Oh,
Great name
And he's
for a
making
that's a great, for what he does. That's a great name for the show.
Yeah.
And he's making fun of Gary's. You know how he's giving out these comedy tips on his Twitter.
Oh.
He's making fun of him, and he also said Gary, and he says Gary has an anger problem.
Oh, yeah, well, there you
And,
go.
and he point proven. He threw him up against the wall and almost and ripped his.
Was it at like a club or something?
At the Village Underground.
Oh wow.
Man. And I thought I was trying to piece it together from the comments. He threw him down the stairs or something?
I think that got thrown.
You don't need the comments. You just need this podcast.
Oh,
For the
okay.
play-by-play.
Yeah,
'Cause I was
and
like,
Gary's
man.
if you don't know, he's a massive human.
Yeah, I've seen
He's
it. Pretty
humongous.
big.
He's
He played
6'6".
college football.
Oh, God.
He was a tight end.
Why,
Yeah, he
why are
was.
you
You see
messing
that
with
tight
that
end?
guy, man? What are you doing? I mean, look, part of me is like sometimes people are allowed to react. I mean, you don't control that, right?
Yeah.
Like how people react. Yeah, maybe that's a little far, especially for a comic. But when you're out there trying to get attention that way, sometimes you get negative attention and you can't
You
control
got
how
to deal with the
everybody-
consequences. You talking
Yeah.
a lot of shit on your
Yeah.
show. You got to
Right.
deal with somebody roughing you up every now and then.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's any way you're gonna get in the news,
Well, yeah, I was gonna ask you: is there any such thing as bad attention, or is all attention good attention? Like with things like that, like when you're getting trolled. Or
I think
if you
it's
say something-
good. People are
everything is
tuning
good.
in, and even
Okay.
Rich is like, "Who's Kevin Brennan?"
Yeah.
Now his
Okay.
name is
I
like
know.
hot.
Now I'm gonna look up Kevin Brennan.
Right. Are you gonna look him up in a pot? Are you gonna look up for his comedy, or just how many times he's gotten his ass kicked?
No, I want to see his comedy first, and then I'll look at the
He's a
TNA.
great comedian. He's very funny.
Oh, good.
He's hilarious. Like his Comedy Central half hour, I was just dying
Yeah.
laughing every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That's great.
Man.
Well, you were talking about trouble earlier, and you brought it before the show.
Right.
Yeah.
I was gonna
This
say
guy's good.
Yeah. I was trying to lead into it so it's smooth, so that I didn't like, cause the guy Nick Gant, who's the promoter of Comedy Pop Up, was like, make sure you ask Chad this question. I was like, motherfucker, what if he kicks my? What if he wants to fight me? You know what I mean? Some people are pretty
No.
sensitive.
Did you fight
So you got into
Kevin as
it
well?
with Patton Oswalt. He beefed with Patton Oswalt.
Yeah.
A Twitter beef?
Was it because
Twitter beef.
people mistake you guys for each other?
Oh, was this roast battle?
Oh.
Right. No,
What is
dude.
this, roast battle?
This is a professional, Richie. Watch out,
I
man.
didn't mean
Oh,
it like that. I didn't mean it like that.
Let's go to the judges. What do you guys
Alex, we got one judge. I think that's my water.
Oh.
It is.
Oh.
Now
yeah,
it's our water.
You got it. But what else? So wait, you
So
what pissed him off?
This is about a month ago.
Yeah.
You remember when Jordan Peele, the director of Get Out and
Yeah.
Us, he came out and said, I won't cast white male leads, which is fine. So Patton quote tweets it saying, basically kissing his ass, like, oh, what are white people going to do? And I just go, quit being a Hollywood suck up. We know what side you're going to take every single time.
Right.
And I didn't think he would respond. And sure
Right.
enough, he did. He quotes and says, yeah, I'm soy, I'm whatever. And I said, you're a douche or whatever.
Right.
And then he quote tweets it. And then all his fans are coming at me, and he has like 5 million followers. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Right.
And-
Oh, that's a lot. Yeah.
And then someone says, this is the most famous you'll ever get. And I'm like, I'm not chasing fame. And I tweeted at her, and Patton quote tweets, and he's like, good, because it's running away from you on a jet ski.
Oh, okay.
And I go,
Shit,
no wonder why
right.
Brody
You're like-
Stevens didn't like you.
Oh.
And Brody was a friend of mine, and that's something he told me in private conversation. Probably a low blow. Probably shouldn't have gone there. And then he quote tweets, he's like, oh, way to make fun of my friend who just committed suicide.
But you weren't making fun of the friend. See, that's fucked up.
Yeah, so he
Because
was
flipped
twisting it. Yeah.
Oh man, that's dirty. That's dirty.
Yeah,
stuff.
so I got 4 million people going, oh, you're a piece of shit. And I'm
Right.
like, fuck.
Hey, but you got 4 million people going.
Exactly. And then the one that really
Very
twisted it.
Kevin Brennan of you.
I guess so. I learned from the best, I guess. So
Right.
his wife tweets me, and at the time, people were saying Patton killed his wife or whatever, and I
Right.
didn't know anything about this. So I look, she was like tweeting insults at me, and I go, hey, sister, sleep with one eye open tonight. And he quote tweets
Oh my god.
it. And he goes, now he's saying I killed my wife, and now I had to make my account private because I was getting threats. It was out of control.
Shit.
Comics friends of ours they blocking me. Like Kelsey Cook for some reason.
Oh.
They were trying to like distance themselves from me, like I was toxic. I mean, it's
Right.
since gone away, but it was pretty crazy.
Damn, dude, like for it to all just like rush at you like that, like that's freaking. I mean, and I didn't. 'Cause,
They were changing my Wikipedia. It was crazy.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude.
Wow.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, man. Like,
So
yeah.
did you keep on changing your Wikipedia back?
I don't know how to do it, so
So like whatever they say is gospel now. That's fucked
yeah.
up. That is fucked up, man.
It
Like,
was
So
pretty crazy.
are you and Patton gonna fisticuffs?
Dude, it got out of control. I sent him a DM on Instagram saying, dude, it got out of control, man. I have nothing against you. He never got back to me. So
Right.
right.
I was like, it was just getting personal. So.
Why apologize? You already went there.
Well, I was just like, I don't know, because I was on,
Because no bad blood.
that's what you just did my old podcast, Punch Drunk Sports. That's why when this was going on, it happened at that time. They told me to leave the studio, and I never came back. You remember what you asked me what happened?
Yeah.
So Punch Drunk Sports, which is all things comedy.
Right.
It was happening at the time. They told me to leave the studio because they were getting threats, all things comedy.
Oh,
Jesus
because of the
Christ.
Patton drama.
Yeah, they're like, how could you have this guy on
Oh.
there? He's threatening his wife. And
God damn it.
I
man.
know.
Oh,
So
my God.
this was a month ago, and I'm not allowed back to my old podcast because of it.
Jesus
Well, you just
Christ.
gotta let it kind of fizzle out.
Yeah.
Like
Well, people are
forget.
sensitive. I mean, that's Me Too-ish.
That's heavy, man.
That's
Yeah.
that's some serious stuff.
Yeah, I got me too'd, kind of.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Like, yeah, man. I mean, yeah, dude. For everybody to just to come at you without their own idea shaped. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it makes it kind of unfair.
But even our peers, like I'll see comics at the clubs now. Like I thought were my friends will like go the other way. I'm like, really? Over tweets? Come on,
Jesus
man.
Christ, dude. Yeah, that's scary.
Shallow.
I mean, and I had a similar situation, not similar like that, but a friend that got in trouble. He had to like leave because of a not a rape beef, but like
I
this
just
girl,
heard that story actually.
Oh,
for the
you-
first time. I didn't even know he wasn't living in L.A.
Man, when
anymore.
it was such a big, it wasn't even a big deal because he's not a very well known comic.
Oh, I think I know who that is.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
he's a very
He's a very sweet guy.
sweet
too.
guy, but I guess he just had a bad moment or he like whatever. He cornered a girl or something like that and was like drunk and like threatened her, but he didn't
Yeah, I don't know.
rape, but whatever it was, I don't know. But I felt that I was like, ugh, like let me. You know, I
Yeah.
text him, hey man, is everything okay? Because people were coming at him,
Yeah.
like people that didn't even know him that well.
That gang-like mentality, man. That
Oh
pile on.
man,
Woo.
pile on, and I'm gonna kick your ass. And it over, like they didn't really. It's scary because you don't want to defend him. You don't want to defend, and you don't know what somebody's capable of or what that.
One of the
girl's
things I
going
hate
through.
about that stuff, and first of all, I hate all of that shit. Period. I hate it the whole thing.
Right.
It just sucks. I mean, especially for people who've been raped and
Right.
attacked and
Like real victims.
real
Absolutely.
victims. But what I don't like is, and all I know is the comedy perspective, is the comics who are douchebags and are like, oh, I'm gonna fight that dude. I'm gonna beat him up for your honor. I'm like,
Right.
what the fuck? You probably done that shit yourself.
Right.
The
And now you're
hypocrisy.
feeling
Call
yeah,
the-
it's like, why don't you just fucking pull someone aside and talk to them and
Yeah.
communicate as fucking people, so
Yeah.
you don't ruin this guy's fucking life. Now, I mean, whether it's him or not, he needs to learn how to be better in society. But fucking shunning him in front of
Right.
everybody and making him feel like he can't leave his house doesn't help him in the long run.
Yeah,
it
what's-
doesn't help him not do that in the
What
future.
sucks with the court of public opinion is there's no due process. Like with I didn't even know this guy, but some guy at UCB in New York had something
Oh, yeah, yeah,
happen, and you're just like they just banned him, and you know what I mean. Like my thing is, if he did something, call the police. Like let the police handle it. He's a rapist or whatever he did. Let it go through some type of court system or some type
Right.
of processing of guilt and innocence.
What's your
and
take on
evidence
Louis?
and- Louis, oh yeah,
I'm jerking off right now.
right. No, yeah, man. I just didn't think what he did was that I didn't understand it. But
got-
then when somebody explained it, like, okay, from the position that the girls, I felt that moment.
He
where
got
you're
caught
like,
up in the Me Too bullshit.
Yeah, he got caught up in the bullshit. But it's like I get how somebody could feel adoration for somebody and then you mistake it and take advantage of
I
it.
thought that was pretty ballsy of him to whip his dick out with 2 girls in his hotel.
Oh, there was 2 of them at one point.
yeah,
He's
both,
Louis CK.
both of them.
Yeah, because you know what's sad about it is you see like a newer comic, right? And they look up to you. You're touring, you're doing whatever, right? To what you're doing is miles away from where they are, so they're gonna be afraid to maybe say something to you. Or so I get why he apologized, and I appreciate that's dope. You know what I mean? So like, let it go after that. What he did was messed up.
You
He's
know,
still selling out clubs. Yeah.
Oh yes, oh dope. So he's back because I know
He's
made
just
a
on the
pop in.
DL.
Oh,
So he
got
did
it.
like
Kevin Brennan's opening for him.
Oh really?
True
Yeah.
story.
I can't wait to see them fight.
Oh my God.
No, they're friends.
yeah.
Oh, why is Louis?
He actually went to lunch with Louis, Kevin Brennan, and he goes, hey Louis, he goes, I'm the perfect guy to open for you. Everyone hates me.
Oh man.
I mean, if anything, he should do some. Louis should do some shows with other celebs who support him, like Sarah Silverman and stuff.
Dave
like that.
Chappelle came out and said in
Yeah.
his special, like how he's supportive of him and kind of talked about the women. I mean,
Yeah, because in the grand scale of like the Me Too
Yeah.
like chart, like his offense isn't as bad as like a lot of these other guys, right? Like Matt Lauer having a button where he locks the door and
That's some
shit.
Jesus.
creepy dungeon
know,
shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
so-
they're throwing him in with Jared Fogle and Bill Cosby. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not, come on,
Yeah,
man.
he
Yeah.
asked people, "Do you mind it?" Like that was his fetish. Like that's a private home thing, right?
right, yeah. It's, ugh.
I just heard a story about some dude who was taking videos of other guys' feet.
Oh yeah,
This is a friend of
Guys.
ours from Florida.
yeah.
And he was like saying that he needed to do it for like some project or
The guy
something.
named Trix. Yeah, he's a guy named Trix in Canada. You heard that?
I heard of this.
Comedian?
Yeah, he would he tricked
At the
a
World
buddy of
Series or
ours.
something.
Yeah, he said this is messed up that we're telling his story's not here.
Fuck Tricks.
It's
I don't know tricks, so
I don't know him either, but fuck him.
But
But
this
yeah.
He sounds like a pedophile. Tricks are for kids.
right. Yeah, he's like a Nigerian comedian. Like he's funny. I mean, funny for what he does. But anyway, he would trick guys into his hotel room, say,
Like
"Hey man,
comedians.
for this show, you know, I'm gonna get you on tape and send it to the people, but then he would just be on your feet. He would tell you take your shoes off,
Take your socks
like little
off.
step-by-step things that my buddy's like, okay, you can't see it
He's
coming
gay.
until I don't know. It's just a thing he has.
I don't know if feet or get is not a gender fluid thing.
Right.
Well, because it's not women's feet, so
right.
I only know it from a man.
It could be the victim thing, like
Yeah.
the idea that what's he gonna do? You know what I mean? Like he's made him crunch his toes.
a lot of guys are into feet. Like I guess
Yeah.
they
Quentin
just-
Tarantino's infamous for it.
You know,
Forbid-
there's something when you're having sex and the feet are up in the air, they're right there. What else are you gonna?
Ooh.
Or
hang
do
out
they
with.
like foot jobs?
Oh yeah.
I've never had a foot job. Someone's
You
played
know?
with my dick with their feet, but I don't know if I've ever.
Richie, you're
This is a Christian
creator of
podcast.
comic cure.
Oh, comic.
This podcast is about the Lord.
Right. What? Why? Wait.
I don't
How
know.
did you hear the Tarantino thing? Where does that from?
Oh, that's infamous. You can Google it. It's
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Who did he do it to? Or
He
did-
just feats his. I think he talked about it on
Oh, he
Stern.
just talks about it.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
got it.
And then I remember in Kill Bill and Uma Thurman's
Yeah, I was
feet.
gonna say, but those are like the ugliest feet I've ever seen in my life. Like
Yeah.
I thought he would cast somebody with better feet than
Yeah,
that.
send him my feet.
Hey,
Right.
sometimes people are into things, like I think uglier dogs are cute.
Ah, yeah, it could be that.
Yeah, I'm into that.
She had that long middle toe.
Can I get
Oh, my
Esther
God.
another water?
Oh yeah, because you drank her.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. He's a gentleman.
Oh,
Now,
thanks, Rich.
Chivalry is back.
Now you killed it on the William Shatner roast. Is there?
I was just a writer. I wasn't on it.
Yeah, no, the jokes that you wrote killed it. So yeah,
Yeah.
bullshit. I could
Yeah.
bullshit my way through it. That's good, right? To be a good roaster, does it require a certain edge in your comedy, or is it a learned art? Like, is it just like a plug and play type format? Because it seems.
Oh, sorry. I'm turning my.
No worries.
Sorry, it's Jim Florentine speaking of the Stern Show.
Oh snap!
Get him on, see if he could do one of those
Oh,
characters from
dude.
his puppet show.
That's actually coming back. Crank Yankers.
Yeah,
Crank
that's great.
Yankers?
They're bringing that back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel. So
Oh,
just
dope,
little
man.
breaking news.
I just got booked to headline the Jimmy Kimmel Club.
Jimmy came
Did
out
you
of the
really?
club?
Thank
no,
you.
but
Oh, in Vegas. Yeah, it's opening
Yeah.
in Vegas.
Oh, sick! At a
I was just
casino?
putting it out there. It's the secret if you put it out there. Soft opening.
Oh, is it at a casino? So what casino is it at?
It's at the. I just read about it. Preacher
It's,
they've given a lot of good dates.
I don't know exactly which casino it is. I know it's a Caesars property. Caesars is managing it the same way they're doing for the Cellar. They're just using Kimmel as the
Oh.
brand, and their entertainment group is running it. So it's at a
Yeah.
Caesars property. Soft opening was last night, actually. So Jimmy
Nice.
Kimmel's new comedy club, guys.
Ooh, that's dope,
Whoa,
man. That's
hot
big
off the press.
that's
You heard
big
it here first at CPU.
Yeah. But going back to what you were saying about
Yeah.
roasting, like I was writing a lot of roast stuff early on, and I
Yeah.
kind of I quit doing it. I don't know. I should have
Yeah.
rode that wave into. I didn't know it was gonna become roast battle. I didn't know it was gonna become something.
Right.
So I kind of missed the boat, like my whole career. Like everything, something good, I run away from it.
Right.
So-
Right.
So
You
I
have
don't really.
daddy issues.
I do. I do.
What happened? Your daddy touch you? What happened?
I never
Oh my
met my dad. my dad left me.
That's even
You were,
worse.
Yeah, there
you
you
were
go.
raised by your mom?
Yeah, yeah.
How old were you when he left?
Before I was born.
Oh, so
So-
it's nothing personal.
Yeah, he left your mom, not you.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, exactly. So
You guys
your,
are edgy,
your,
man.
your mom raised you.
Yeah, she did, and I had a stepfather when I was 11.
Did he hit you?
Yeah, he did.
molest you?
Wow.
He didn't molest me. He hit me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hand, fist,
Alright.
belt.
Oh, fist, hand. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm a comic. I got a great resume.
Yeah.
That is a good resume.
Yeah.
We got to do a comic cure just for. You got to have something.
Yeah.
For Chad.
For Chad?
For
Chad
guys
is
who
comic
got
cure.
beaten by.
I'll do any. I just need a gig. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I got raped. Why not? Let's do a gig.
Oh
I
my
got a good one
God.
for you. We do a dog shelter show. It's called Stand Pup Comedy.
Yeah.
Stand Pup.
Yeah, and those dogs are orphans just like you.
Oh,
Well, no, they know
God.
their moms. They actually know their moms.
Oh man.
roast battle, baby.
What's going on here, guys? Come on.
No, we're trying to match. We match.
Match me to a
Do you-
cause too.
Yeah, what's your cause?
I got beat too.
Did you get beat?
Yeah.
Let me think. I have women's and children's shelter when they have something that comes up.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay. You just can't talk
Cool,
about
piss off.
abuse.
You can't talk about the abuse,
Yeah, that's one of their things. They
Oh.
don't want people to feel like
but they want somebody that was abused, but they can't talk about it.
No, they don't necessarily want someone abused. They want someone that
Oh.
relates. So it could
God.
be like
We're getting
family,
roasted by a
friends.
guy who dresses like a hip substitute teacher.
I wish I was a substitute teacher. They've got more stability in their lives.
Oh my God, my favorite. You said you look like the dude. Was it Bunsen?
Yeah,
from
Bunsen Honeydew.
Bunsen Honeydew from the Muppets. It's like insane. Like, have you ever seen that dude, the
Yeah, yeah,
scientist
yeah.
guy? Oh my God.
It looks like you're trying to connect with kids. You're the substitute guy. Okay, guys, we're gonna watch.
He looks like he teaches science.
Yeah, hey, I'm the cool guy. We're gonna watch Fletch Lives today. Okay,
Oh
you guys
my
cool?
God,
Fletch
man.
Lives. That is great.
Dude. Hey,
I would watch Fletch Lives with kids any day.
Hell
I love
yeah,
kids.
man.
One of my favorite things is to get stoned and play with kids.
oh
Ooh,
God.
that's a weird
Come
confession.
on. Come on. Yeah. I
You don't think
we-
so? I'm like a big kid myself. I just
gotta-
want to run around the
can't-
park all day.
We live it. Come on. It's 2019, man.
I know you can't get away
You gotta be
with it.
careful.
No, that's an innocent comment, but guys do get like discriminated against. Like I
can't
get
play
high
with-
and play with kids too, and nobody judges me.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
everybody's looking at you like, ooh, predator.
Well, no, it's my nieces and nephews I get to play with.
Right.
They can't just play with
It
also
random
looks like a
random
predator,
kid.
so-
Right. it's there.
I was thinking about shaving my beard and just having the mustache.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
They
do
need
it.
to cast more clean-cut pedophiles on television, you know? Because every time you see a
To play 'em,
pedophile,
right.
it's always some creepy guy with a fucked up face
And it
who's
gets you-
old and has
yeah.
a beard and everything.
No,
And
Vogel was clean cut.
Right, but she's saying like when they cast
casting.
the guy in the show,
In
like,
Law and Order and all
Right,
that.
because now your awareness is for the guy with
you
the
know,
scruffy
because those
beard,
those
not the guy with the
clean-cut
suit
guys
jacket.
are the ones that you
Yeah,
gotta
but then
watch
you're
out
scared
for.
of
Ah,
everyone on
true.
the street. Yeah.
You
'Cause
should be.
I look like
It's
everybody. I
terrifying.
blend in like you wouldn't believe.
Wait, real quick, 'cause I know we're probably running short on time. I know you. When does it air? The AVN Awards
Saturday
This
Ooh,
Saturday.
fun.
on Showtime.
So when this airs on Tuesday, it'll be on.
already have aired.
Right, it'll be on like streaming or something like.
Right.
You can go on Showtime and down. So what was that experience like hosting the AVNs and?
You know, it was crazy. It was
Yeah.
a million porn stars and a million porn fans. So it's like you
Right.
have like the most beautiful girls. They are decked out
the
and
crowd tough?
they're beautiful
Yeah.
in person. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like Photoshop because it's porn. You can't Photoshop porn,
Right,
right?
right,
So
right.
they're like hot girls,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And then you have like these guys
Yeah,
who
like me.
look like you guys.
Straight up.
Just like with a really
Straight up.
long, like one like braided
Yeah.
beard hair.
But I mean, I treated it like it was a corporate gig, you know?
Oh, okay.
Like, don't offend the porn stars because you don't want to do that. Like, they
It's their night.
You want them
it's,
to love you.
Yeah, exactly. It's their Oscars of porn.
Yeah, it's a
so
big night.
It's a big night for them.
a big
and
honor to be on
it's
that.
So,
Yeah.
so
I was in Vegas during that. I sent Esther a DM on Instagram. She blew me off.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
dude, Instagram DMs are like.
Oh, because it's crazy. You got like a bunch of followers. And
Well,
stuff.
I just don't really pay attention because they can be creepy and whatever.
Oh, okay. But yeah, well, you trying to get in?
I
there?
Yeah,
just
trying to get
don't-
backstage.
You couldn't.
But everybody was like, yo, let me get backstage. There's nothing backstage, you know? Like,
I imagine.
it's like
yeah.
literally just my room and like
there free
all
food?
all the porn there was food.
That's all I care about.
But all the porn stars are like on the main floor.
Right.
I'm like, you don't want to be backstage. You're not gonna see tits.
Yeah, and it's not
Right.
like you're not gonna see tits. They're not gonna blow you.
They're all
not gonna
Right.
out on the floor. Like
Yeah.
that's the one show you don't want to be backstage.
Right.
But everybody wanted like
No one's
No,
banging.
you want to go to the after party. That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
You don't want to go backstage.
yeah,
You
the
wanna-
after parties like
Did you go?
everybody had like just like a G-string on or they're just walking around naked. But like, you know, this is like a respectable event and it's
Right.
not like
Yeah.
just
It's
because
business,
the girls
for sure.
it's everybody's networking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like
Any
they're
porn guys hitting on you?
they're trying to
Whoa.
like bang. Not really.
Did you have sex at the AVNs?
No.
That's a boring story.
I know, I should have, right? But everybody's so professional.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, I would have slept with some of the girls. Like, you don't have to be so professional.
I worked in porn for a little bit before I got into comedy.
What'd you do?
I was a creative writer for Blue Light Films.
wow,
Yeah,
cool.
out of New Jersey.
Yeah.
That's actually how that's the thing I did.
You were a creative writer for porn?
Yeah,
Right.
I negotiated
Okay.
a contract for that guy from the Howard Stern show, a D-list celebrity porn, like a comedy porn. And
Who, John the Stutterer?
Yeah.
He was in a porn?
Yeah. It was called Here Comes John.
Really?
Yeah, and then there was Here Comes John too.
What?
He was funny on the
So we
Stern
were trying
Show.
to find a reason for me to be there and drive him. So they were like, "What? You want to be a writer?"
That's
And I
how
was like,
white
"Yeah."
guys get all the writing jobs in Hollywood.
It was fun. There's a couple people. I'm
Here
still
Comes
friends with.
John is creative.
I produce
Yeah.
a show now. I co-produce
good.
with Alexis Fox, Highest Fox. It's called. It's a cannabis
Oh.
enthusiast variety show.
Oh yeah.
And we're actually just starting to take it on the road. We're going to do laughs in
sick.
Sacramento and Comedy Palace,
Awesome.
and
Nice.
we have a residency pretty much at El Cid in Silver Lake.
That should be a bigger thing. Like I saw Not the Cosby's parody on porn. That was pretty good. It was it was
It was a
just
Cosby
those
parody?
parodies,
Not- it was a
those
Not the Co-
parodies are
before-
like high quality,
They're
like
well done.
it's
I mean,
like
God.
high production value. You won't believe all the stuff that goes
Yeah.
into these.
I mean,
Ours
I'll-
was cheap and shitty, and
Oh,
Was it?
yeah, it was trashy.
Well, it's
Jersey
starring
girls.
John the Stutterer.
Right.
What's
Yeah.
the budget on that?
Yeah.
$5.
All we had to do was get a piece of veal that matched his skin complexion.
Oh my God.
Hey, not to
man.
change the subject, I know
No,
you're
no,
wrapping
no.
up, but have you seen the trailer for fucking Bel Air? It's the Will Smith is launching a movie about the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and
What?
it's supposed to be serious. It's so bad.
The making of.
It's like no, it's like
Oh.
he's taken that whole concept, like he had Lee Feeling go to Bel Air,
Right.
but it's a serious movie. It's not a comedy. It's so bad.
Oh my God. Who's gonna play him?
I don't even know
or-
the actor.
Oh God.
Yeah.
He's
It's just called Bel Air.
No,
and it's
Jaden
serious.
is playing Kanye West, a younger Kanye.
who?
In-
Jaden.
in
Oh,
the Will
Jaden.
Smith- in the Will Smith story.
Jaden Bucket Smith, what's his name?
Jaden Bucket. I think that's true.
Oh my gosh, man! I got Bel Air. Yeah, that's. I
It's
mean, I could
terrible.
understand how you would think because it seems like a serious story.
I mean, that's one of my
Like,
favorite shows of all time.
Yeah, it's fun.
Just
Based in
that and
Philly.
The Cosby
I mean, it
Show.
was Philly,
Yeah,
and then
Philly.
he switched over to Bel Air. But oh my God, yeah, man. Oh, I know we're. Oh, okay. Damn, I gotta check that out. But where can people check you guys out, man? I know. So when this airs Tuesday, do you have anything coming up? or
Yeah,
you
May
still in
10th.
town? Yeah.
We have stand-up comedy at the Dog Cafe where you can come and play and cuddle with adoptable dogs while we do stand-up.
Oh, that's tough, man.
Yes, it's a very
You
tough
gotta
show.
compete with the cuteness of a dog. It's impossible.
And all the money goes to the foundation. So it's $30 a ticket, and
Oh, sick.
you get 2 hours of playing with puppies.
Yeah.
And you get to see comedy.
All
and the money
right.
goes, and you can buy beer and drinks and food and stuff like that.
Nice. And they can find you on Instagram and Twitter and
Yeah,
stuff.
Richy
at-
Leis, RICHYLEIS, or RichyLeis.com.
Nice. What about you, Cool? What you got? I know go back and check out the AVN Awards, which just aired. But
On Showtime.
On Showtime.
And you could go to my website, estherku.com.
Yeah.
Check out Ku in the Game. Her last
Tuesday.
episode was in November.
oh yeah, get some more of those going, man.
I will. Tuesday, May 7th, I'm at Flappers in Burbank.
Hey.
And then your old stomping grounds. And then I'm also November 1st and 2nd, I'm in Lowell, Arkansas at the Grove Comedy Club.
Oh, sick, man. Lowell, Arkansas. What do we got, Chad? I know you got.
Just go to dancook.com for all my tour dates. No, I just
Yeah.
follow me on Instagram because I was late to the
Man.
game. Because I thought that was gonna be a fad like Vine, so I'm like, fuck this.
Oh no, dude,
And now it's like the #1 social media platform, and I'm like trying to play catch up. So
your Twitter
Instagram.
is insanely entertaining.
Thanks,
Like,
man.
I got hooked. Like, check this dude out on. What's your Twitter's the same handle?
Yeah,
You're the
Chad
one
Zumock.
comedian who hasn't blocked him.
Right.
True.
That's what makes it hard because then you got to do extra research. Like, wait, what was this tweet that is? You know, because
Here's everyone that blocked me: Chris Titus,
Oh,
Gary Gulman,
What?
Kelsey Cook.
Name dropper.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
Powerful though. Oh my gosh, man. That's so dope, man. Well, look, guys, you guys were amazing. I know we got some comedy pop-up stuff. I'm at Mr. Sean Grant on Instagram. if you
Oh,
wanna
I'm doing
follow
a
me.
pop-up show on next Saturday at the Friday at the Huntington Beach Club.
Oh, the Rec Room.
The Rec Room.
Heck yeah, that's a
Yeah.
dope club. Wait, that's you and is Jim on that one? Jim Florentine?
No, not that one.
That was the wrong flyer I looked at. Okay.
Yeah, it was another one. I forgot who was on it. I just got booked from your boy Nick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. We did, but yeah, man, we got a bunch of shows that comedy pop up on Twitter and Instagram or CPU podcast. ComedyPopUpLA.com is the website. Guys, thank you again so much for joining us. And yeah, man, we see you guys next time. Peace.